Imagine having like a huge house party and you got everybody there and you be like, yo, there's a glory hole there, guys. Anyone's free to go over there and use it. And you don't know who's on the other side. Guy, girl, don't matter.
I feel like I would probably leave that party. The snacks better be really good for me to stay at that party after the guy reveals there's a glory hole that's free to use.
Mateo's canceling the second party invite.
Yo, Pooch, while I mentioned school, bring us into that first topic of the night, man.
Oh, word. All right. Here's the question. All right. I'm sure we all seen it. The story made the rounds. All right. Teacher gets fired for having an OnlyFans. The question is that right? Is having an OnlyFans a fireable offense? And then maybe more generally, are there some professions that bar you from other professions? Like, could you think of having one job that stops you from being able to, do business in another job? But
well,
that's wild. That second part that's an interesting little add on to it, because there are, right? I've got non-compete shit written into my job, right? I can't go work for another competing company that does the same kind of shit as us. I definitely couldn't do both simultaneously, right?
Yep.
So I don't think there's anything too crazy about that.
Right.
But I don't know, there's people on X video and the porn sites, right? That they just upload their own shit, right? They just have them and their wives or their partners or whatever. They just put their own shit up there. Is that something you could be fired for? Is the difference that she's making money off of one?
I think it's fucked up. I don't think you should lose your job. There's some jobs that, you can't do, right? You can't be a cop and be a drug dealer. You know what I mean? You really can't do both. I
don't know. It might actually help you to do both.
Unless you're undercover. No, it's different. You know what I mean? But I'm saying you can't. There's some jobs I can see that, but bro, she's a teacher. They already underpaid as fuck, right?
Wait, can I just talk? Imagine moonlighting. A criminal moonlighting as a cop, trying to derive all the traffic to the other people. No, let's not look over there. Let's look over here.
You kick in the door to an entire warehouse full of people chopping up coke, and you're yelling back to your buddies, "Nothing in here. This one's clear.
This is
my spot." But nah, I think it's kind of fucked up, right? Because it's that's her own time. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do with her job. First off, somebody had seen it, one of the parents, and snitched on her. Fucking a hater, pretty much snitched on her, right? Bro, I don't see nothing wrong with a teacher wanting to do OnlyFans. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Guy or girl, whatever, it doesn't fucking matter, right? Go back to school, what? Because she has an OnlyFans, it's a problem. Half those teachers watches porn. I can almost guarantee half of them watch porn. Should you lose your job because you watch porn? Oh, no, I'm not making money off of it, or I'm not exposing myself. Who cares? If she had a mask on or something, you would never know who she is, right? Why does it matter? Why did this school board want to fire this chick?
If you were watching porn at work.
That's different. You should, if you're in a school district, you shouldn't be watching porn at work. You probably shouldn't be watching porn at work in general, but especially not from a school computer connected to the school network from the school district, right?
You get flagged so fucking quick.
I'd say even you probably shouldn't be doing anything
sexual,
even watching a fucking YouTube video if you're supposed to be working. Obviously some people have jobs where they could throw a YouTube video up and keep working, but if you're stopping doing your job to look at something, I don't know. You're doing something wrong, I think.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think she should have got fired for sure.
I agree though. I agree with Tony. I don't think you should get fired for what you choose to do in your bedroom or what you choose to do with your hobbies To some degree, though, right?
I know, because
like,
I was about to ask a crazy
because
question.
let's say you're a teacher, right? And you had like a podcast, right? That's fine. I don't think that would be an issue. Let's say your podcast, though, was about the racial superiority of white people and like all kinds of crazy,
Oh,
like
shit.
hateful shit. You
Content
should probably lose your
matters.
fucking job, right?
Content matters then, for pretty much, in what's going on, I'm assuming. So if she's on OnlyFans acting like a school teacher and getting seduced by or seducing a young student, that would be an alarming thing to get fired.
We did Google this teacher before the podcast, and I do feel a little weird about her new tagline that apparently she has for her OnlyFans. It says, "Tired of hiding my freak side, come see what I know many students wish they could." And something about that does not, I don't like that.
How did she spell cum? Because that tells you everything.
It is COME. It is not CUM.
Ah.
That's the key. What grade was she teaching before she got fired?
I think it was like middle school,
Oh,
maybe high school.
perfect. All those kids would have bought an OnlyFans account quick.
Facts.
I'm pretty sure.
Those kids probably had bought OnlyFans accounts. You know how easy it is to get a credit card now? You can just get one of those prepaid ones and done.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? You just have to click that, yes, I'm 18. We did that shit when we were in high school.
Bucks.
So yeah, part of me. So all right, I think it's fucked up that she got fired. All right, just to be completely clear. But I feel like there are some jobs that I'd be a little bit uncomfortable. Like I would wonder, like, is the type of person that does this thing the type of person that should be influencing our children? I don't know. I don't know. Something about it. I don't know. It weirds me out a little bit. But to I guess to Mateo's point, right? What happens if? Because I feel uncomfortable what Mateo said a little bit. Like because you guys are like, all right, on your personal time you can do whatever you want, but you know it shouldn't affect your employment. But if you get spotted at a Klan rally, like fired on the spot, like. While I certainly don't like that Klansman, something about that just feels it makes me uncomfortable because like I wonder like who are the people deciding what are the things that are bad. Like,
I think it depends on the job that you're being fired from. A teacher is in theory shaping the futures of kids, right? We don't need any fucking KKK sympathizers or anything there. Like that's not ideal. Your CEO gets spotted at a Klan rally. That one's iffy. They would probably get fired. Social media would probably go after them. They would probably get their ass fired, right? Whether they should or shouldn't, I don't know. I think that when you're in a management position in a company, you probably should not be a racist. Like that's probably the best route going forward.
That's right. It's like the minimum bar.
Like, yeah, like there's some bare minimums, and like not being racist is probably one of them when you're like the fucking leader of an entire goddamn company.
Yeah,
I mean,
the CEO example is also kind of weird because like part of their job is to be
The face of
the
the company.
front face of an entire organization. So it's like if the whole face of the organization has a fucking swastika tattooed on their face, it's like probably not the guy that we want to be leading our organization anymore. You know what I mean?
If we were to find out that Doey was a furry, right? Let's say that we found out Doey was participating in furry sex parties. Should he lose his job?
Doey is
not,
a furry.
right? Well, maybe he is, but should he lose his job? Probably fucking not, right? Like because who the fuck cares what he does in his bedroom?
Right.
Should I be made fun of though?
Yeah, for sure.
It depends on what your costume is. Is your costume real cool or is it real shitty?
You're gonna kink shame me?
Is it like one of those like? Is it just like a Walmart Sonic the Hedgehog costume and that's your furry costume?
That's terrible. I would definitely fire him if I was me.
He's got that plastic mask that it hurts to put your tongue through, but you can't stop yourself from trying to put your tongue through it.
But still, the idea of like society like firing people, and even when I say society, it feels weird because like I don't even know how much of society it really is. Like I kind of have the inkling that it's really just a vocal minority. But I feel like it'd be shitty. Like, I think if people were like at a Klan, if someone was at a Klan rally and they got fired, there'll be some collection of people that'll be up in arms about it. Like, I personally wouldn't give a fuck that much, but there's something about it that does make me feel a little uncomfortable. But like, the whole thing would be flipped if it were like some teacher that attended like a BLM rally, right? And gets fired. Like, people would be up in arms about it. And I don't know, I'm just saying, like, it feels uncomfortable. It's like, who's deciding the things? So just to be clear, I don't think someone who goes to BLM rally should be fired from being a teacher, right? But I'm saying, like, what if society had made that decision? Like, that'd be like a shitty predicament, you know?
There are school districts that in certain states and areas that would probably push for a teacher to be fired if they attended a BLM rally, or if they were part of like the BLM organization. Or like there's probably some areas where that would not be a completely ridiculous flip on this question, right?
No. Anyhow, I'm not trying to slippery slope anybody, but it's just I don't know. It's just an aspect of like the same rules that we use to like silence people that maybe right now we think should be silenced could potentially be used to silence people that we think shouldn't be silenced.
I mean, to be fair, although I do tend to side on on a lot of the ACAB talking points, right? I think that if there were a teacher in like a high school that was going up there writing ACAB on the fucking blackboard and then giving like a 4-hour like diatribe about like how terrible cops are to like kids, it might not be the most productive thing to give to a bunch of, you know, teenagers that don't really understand the intricacies and like a lot of the complicated nature of that kind of discussion. So that teacher should maybe not be able to do that anymore.
Yeah. And I do like your caveat of like, for certain professions, you know, like should the fucking bagger at the local Key Food get canned for attending Klan rallies? Like, probably not. But like, yeah, a teacher, CEO.
I think the interesting thing about this conversation though is that teachers are not one of our super well paid professions in this country, right? But they have some of the most scrutiny that you could ever get for that fucking $30K a year. Like, you have to be an upstanding member of society. You have a lot of responsibility on you. So it's kind of fucked up that this teacher wants to make a little bit extra money on the side.
Yeah,
and we're like, no, you can't do it. You're showing your titties. Unacceptable.
Shit is wild too. It's like why? Like, why not? Like, give me more money, then I wouldn't have to go to OnlyFans. I wouldn't have to go this route. You know what I mean? Like, and then I want to know who snitched on her. That's what I want to know.
I bet she wants to know that too.
Because I don't think it was a guy. I can tell you that much. It had to be a woman who caught her man looking at her OnlyFans. She was tight. And then that shit went straight to the school board because it doesn't make sense. As sexist as I might seem right now, a dude is not reporting that teacher.
You know what that guy told his wife? He told her that he was just doing research. Like, he heard a rumor. He had to go check it out and go and subscribe to a bunch of OnlyFans profiles.
He got bagged because he used her card to do it. That's how he got bagged.
I mean, you're talking about middle school, high school kids, right? Like, the likelihood is one kid in the class found this shit and started telling some of the boys in the class, and then those boys told more boys, and then some of those boys told girls, and then this shit just spread so much that it's like the likelihood of it coming out is just astronomical. Like,
I've got an alternate scenario. That teacher told another teacher. She was tight with another teacher there at the school. That teacher knew that the second you tell someone else a secret like that, it gets out. And especially in schools, kids know way more about their teachers' fucking private lives than they ever should. I know when I was in high school, there was a married couple that they both taught. One taught biology and one taught something else. And everyone knew that they were having marriage problems. Every fucking student knew. And some of them knew some very intimate details about the nature of their marriage problems. Like, there was there was a serious problem with those teachers like separating their lives from their students, and I think that shit still goes on. So I think it was one teacher knew, and then from her knowing, a student ended up hearing a conversation, and that's how that shit got out.
That's interesting that you say that, because I had a biology teacher in high school, and I knew a lot of shit was the person was trying to have a kid but couldn't because their partner couldn't produce what it needs to have a kid, right? So I'm like fucking a junior, I guess, and she's just telling me all this information, like, and I'm in the back of my head as a kid, I'm like, man, I'll give you the tools you need, right? Like the little fucking boy in you, right? Like little pervert in you. She look good, you know what I mean? But it's just like you say it now, and it's like, bro, that shit's been going on for ages. Like some of these teachers put a lot of faith and give these kids information about their personal fucking lives. Like, you got to definitely separate that shit as a teacher. You can't, because then you go to these little 14-year-old kids your private life? Like, that shit's beast. Like, you need therapy at that point.
One time, a teacher of mine got caught out drinking, and she was at a bar drinking with friends. Yo, by the time that rumor was over with, bro, she was taking her shirt off. She was taking shots. Yeah, it was all sorts of shit. Yeah. So once rumors spread, it sucks for teachers, because I know one teacher even had cancer in New York, and fucking the kids were ruthless.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Goddamn.
Ruthless, bro. This is a terrible situation, but yeah.
I mean, even kids are bullies to teachers. Remember
Yeah.
Lizard Neck Mills, though, in the fucking Lake Worth Middle?
Yeah.
This man would never want us in his class.
Do you
ever
remember
again.
when they separated us?
Yeah.
We couldn't be in the same class together.
They made us change classes. We used to just tag team with the teacher all the time. That shit is mad disrespectful. These teachers are making like $30-something thousand a year, and then you got these two fucking kids coming in there disrespecting the shit out of them. The man used to get so fucking mad when he sees us walking in the class. He used to get so mad because fuck, they're both here together. Like, like, how do you explain yourself to another teacher? Like, yo, I need to separate these guys. I can't control them. I'm an adult and I can't control these two kids. They're bullying me. Like, that's
shitty too.
Beast.
Like, really think about that. Like, imagine somebody went to your job and the whole time that you were just trying to work, so people are just whispering like negativity towards you. You piece of, oh, you dropped that fucking wrench. You're a fucking idiot. Look at this stupid motherfucker.
Look at him typing. He's typing with 2 fingers. What a loser.
Look at this fat bitch just sitting there. Look at him. Just sitting. Just like, oh my God. Like, you would hate that shit. So like, I don't know. It's kind of shitty.
That would
like,
make me get an OnlyFans.
People are going to work, trying to pay their bills, feed their family, and we out here going to class and just fucking shitting on these teachers. Like, it's fucked up.
It's super fucked up.
He wrote to the office. I went to the office once. He wrote that I'm toxic situation for the classroom. I'm very toxic. That I contaminate other people. Like, I contaminate the whole room.
You contaminated me. Yeah, no, Doe was the reason why I got in trouble most of the time. Because I was just like, Doe would just like start it, and then me being loud, right? Because I was the loud one in the class. I projected what Doe fucking started, and then I got roped in because at that point it was too late. I couldn't stop because the shit was just be funny. But, you know what? That brings another good story too. Like, as a teacher, I would definitely quit and go be an OnlyFans if I can make more money instead of having to deal with fucking kids like Doughboy and I. Like, yeah, fuck these kids. Fuck them. I don't
think you go quit being a teacher and make more money on OnlyFans.
She's doing it. I'm saying me, yeah. I don't think as a maybe it might be harder for a dude to be.
What would you do to bring the dollars in?
He sell pictures of his hairy feet.
Damn.
People are into that shit.
That's a market. That's an untapped market right there.
It's
The
an
hairy
untapped
feet.
market. Big ass hairy feet.
Gigantic ass hairy feet.
He'd set a goal. At that goal, he's gonna clip his toenails on cam live.
Think I shave half my foot or some shit for them and send the hair follicles out to whoever pays the most. That's crazy.
I don't want to send my hair to anyone.
If they pay you enough, you would.
I got a lot of hair. Y'all can have it if y'all want it.
Gonna make a bunch of shitty doughy clones.
That'd be terrible. Imagine that. A bunch of little minions walking around. But no, yeah, I think it.
I picture like those real shitty clones from like South Park. The little like the defective ones.
They were fucking deformed. They were fucked.
Terrible. Yeah, no, that school board's fucked. Like, they failed that teacher.
I think it's a fucked up decision. If we don't want our teachers making OnlyFans, then pay them more.
Facts.
I think that's the solution there.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, if her husband's willing to do this OnlyFans, or her partner's willing to do this OnlyFans together as a couple, why not? Let them. It's their, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, but you know, where every choice is whatever decision is like some type of reaction or some shit like that to their problems. Like, I don't know. I hope everything works out for her. I hope she's still making that $25K a month. Racking it in.
You don't got to make $25K a month for too long to set up yourself a nice little nest egg and do some investments, man.
Facts. No, fuck it. But for
Hold
our
on.
next,
Can I
Go ahead.
can I say, because I didn't really say how I felt. I feel like this country has an issue with sex, like very taboo, and I think we need to take a lesson from a lot of the LGBTQ people. I think sex is less taboo in their world, and I think we need to maybe not view it as so icky and like, oh my God, she reveals her tits on the internet. And that shouldn't be shocking to me anymore. I don't think sex work is shocking. You selling your pussy or somebody slanging some dick. If I knew right now somewhere where, well, I don't think so. It's because I don't think I could just do anybody.
He's like,
Yeah.
wait, what would be my clientele? Okay,
Yeah.
no. I'm not fucking people for money.
I was thinking maybe like a glory hole, but I was like, no, I wouldn't do that either.
you
Glory hole's
Anyways.
the epitome of ignorance is bliss. You're just like, I'm gonna put my dick in this thing,
And something's
whatever
gonna happen.
happens, like whatever. I don't even want to know. I just want to know it felt good.
The glory hole is for people that just really like to be surprised
that's crazy. You know what?
on both sides.
Yeah. That is wild, because what happened if you just get a psycho and you just stick that shit in there and they're ready to bop at your shit? Like,
Come on, bro. What is this?
these are
Part
chances
of
you're
the thrill.
taking. Yeah, this it's the
of the
thrill.
thrill.
Like, oh,
There is a non-0% chance that could happen.
like Doe doesn't want to stick his dick in a glory hole. Now
That's
he's nervous.
scary.
But it's
be a-
it's a rush though. Like at any moment before
Do
I
you
come.
use a condom at a glory hole, or is like, I mean, you're already like just gonna let any random person like do whatever to your penis. So at this point, you're like, fuck it, no condom. We're going.
You probably
all
should
out.
wear a condom. You should
I don't
probably.
know. I don't think that would. Your head would feel good with a condom on. I've never gotten head and had a condom on.
Me neither, but I know that's how the sex workers do it, right?
If you're having sex with randos, you should probably wear a condom while you're getting head.
Yeah, randos for sure. Yeah.
Unless it's a glory hole in the privacy of your own home and you know who's on the other side of
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Yes, every time.
Imagine having a huge house party, and you got everybody there, and you be like, "Yo, there's a glory hole there, guys. Anyone's free to go over there and use it." And you don't know who's on the other side. Guy, girl, don't matter.
I feel like I would probably leave that party. The snacks better be really good for me to stay at that party after the guy reveals there's a glory hole that's free to use.
Mateo's canceling the second party invite. The second time he gets invited, he's like, I'm gonna pre-cancel this.
Pre-canceling.
Yo, it has to be the person who reveals it. They have to be the person behind there. They're like, oh yeah, this great head, just the most amazing head.
While
Can
he's
you
wiping his
imagine?
mouth.
Hey, there's a glory hole over there. It's free to use. Just, head over there any moment. And then as soon as they see somebody walking in the direction, they'll be like, oh, did I just hear the Pop-Tarts come out the oven? And they go to run over on the other side of the wall.
That's a beast. Oh fuck.
All right, take it away.
Yeah, that was a good little cut though.